How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today what we're going to be talking about is MMAT metamaterials. I know you guys saw what went down today. We saw some strength in the price action, but of course, this is of no big surprise, and we're going to go into it, and I'm going to tell you the reason why. So let's first jump into the agenda. Whether you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder, or maybe you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to be going over is the technical analysis. We want to take a look at those areas of support, resistance, and see how it's lining up with our indicators, and also taking a look at some of the volume stats as well. And then secondly, we're going to take a look at the order flow distribution. This has been very important as far as all of the plays that I talk about on this channel, because it gives us a good idea when we can look forward to seeing a spike or start seeing an uptrend in the stocks we cover. And of course, MMAT has been able to benefit from this. And then when all of that is done, I'll be going into the final thoughts and as well as some more key details you need to know. So let's get to it. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for MMAT metamaterials. So we could see here that it ended up closing the day at $4.27, being up 7.02%. On the low, it tested $3.63, and then on the high, testing $4.70. When we take a look at the volume on the day, we ended up trading 38.996 million. As far as the average over the past 10 trading days, it is at 25.459 million. So we did have above average volume today. We had less volume than yesterday, but we could tell there was a lot of buying happening. And we've already covered this, especially when we took a look at the order flow and as far as institutions that have been loading up. So we see that that information has been valuable. So when we take a look at the RSI down below, hey, we're still fairly low, being at 40.51. We are using the 1-year daily chart, so there's still more room for MMAT to actually move. Now, when we take a look at the chart, we were talking about previously that we want to see strength off this 200-day at $3.52. We ended up testing 360 today and was able to have strength to move up, getting all the way to $4.70. So this is something that was very great to see. But one thing we also do need to understand, the next level we would need to pass in regards to resistance will be right here around the 480s, 490 area. If we could pass this particular level, then of course I'll be looking forward to seeing that move getting into the $5 range. So it's good that we are above the 200 day. So now we want to look forward to reaching the 100 day here at $5.33. And of course, this is an area where I will not be surprised if we end up getting resistance. But if we're able to pass it, then things can start really looking bullish for MMAT. So as far as what we're going to be looking for, as long as we close above $4.20, things look good going into tomorrow. If we do not close above $4.20, then the next area that I want to be looking forward to, if we don't get that, is to close at least above $4.17. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for MMAT metamaterials. So we can see here on the inflow we had 36, and on the outflow we had 35. We have 0 on the large for both. We have 24 on the medium, and we have 13 on the small. This is for inflows. And then on the outflow side, on the medium, we have 22, and on the small, we have 13. One thing to understand, this is also in the millions as well. When we take a look at the large scale orders in the last 5 days, you can see we had big inflow days as far as for the 9th, the 12th, and the 13th. We covered this on the channel, but we had an outflow today in regards to having negative 118.76. But regardless of the fact that we had this outflow day, we ended up seeing a spike. And you're like, Dre, that doesn't make any sense. It was an outflow day. Remember, we've been covering videos here for quite some time on MMAT and taking into consideration what happened recently. I was saying look out for a spike because we are having inflow days. Even though the stock is going down, it's only a matter of time, and we were able to get that going in for today. So remember, we ended up being green yesterday, green again today, and the last time I checked, we're showing a lot of strength in after hours as well. So this is why there's so much value in checking out all the portions portions of the videos that I create for you guys. So now let's jump into the final thoughts. So for my final thoughts for MMAT metamaterials, it was definitely great seeing that it had a strong day inside of the market, especially since we had a lot of volatility with the Fed meeting and so forth. But another thing that I want to bring to your attention, when I went on Fintel, I saw it as far as for the short borrow free rate, it is around 9%. And of course, there's still short squeeze potential because the short interest is above 21%. So one thing that I want you guys to be aware of, yes, there's still a lot of shorts that are in MMAT, but at the same time, as long as we continue to have more buying volume and there's more demand for the shares, then we can continue to see moves to the upside. Also in the technicals, I was saying, hey, if we get a bounce off that 200-day again, I'm looking forward to seeing a strong movement. Said that in yesterday's video, said it again in today's video. So what were we looking for? A move to the upside. But one thing we do need to understand on that journey to get to the $5 range, that is a psychological level. But I do believe if we're able to get past that area and start having some consolidation and some support, I think that would be really good overall for this stock. And then another thing that I want to be bringing to your attention, be prepared. Know what's going down in regards to the market conditions. We already know it is earnings season right now. So a lot of the big money is flowing into a lot of the bigger cap stocks. I'm talking about the Facebooks, we're talking about the Apples, the Netflix, the Googles, the Amazon, and so forth. And you're noticing this with a lot of growth stocks that you may hold as well. A lot of them are pulling back. Many have been telling me, I'm seeing so much red inside my portfolio. It is just a transition. I'm telling you right now, a lot of that money is going to start flowing back in to those medium cap growth stocks and as well as penny stocks. But for the meantime, any plays that you have high conviction in, this is where you want to put most of your money in. So at least when it comes back and it starts to run up, you can start getting some profits. And as far as for MMAT, I think they're going to be able to benefit, especially when this shift occurs. It hadn't occurred as of yet, and we're also seeing there's a lot of movement on in regards to the retail side of buying up shares. So this is something that is definitely looking really good for MMAT stock, and I just want to make sure all of the shareholders out there are aware of that. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.